What is up everyone, my name is Darkcast and welcome back to another video CrossOut, and in today's episode we're gonna cover the roadmap. There's a lot of things that are coming to the game and I'm very excited for it. So first of all, we're gonna get a Steppenwolf Battle Pass. This is huge. I don't remember that we ever got any Steppenwolf Battle Pass. I mean, the only exception was when the first legendary cabins were introduced. We got one for the Steppenwolf, we got one for Dance Children, and third one for Fire Starters. That's the only time when we got any sort of like Battle Pass items for those factions. So yeah, pretty much that's it for that. But it's really cool to see actually military stuff being put in the game, like more cannons. I don't know, I really want to have a rotatable turret cannon that looks like Typhoon, you know, that would be so sick to have. And I don't know, maybe heavy machine guns or miniguns, or maybe some kind of rocket systems, artillery, radar stuff. I don't know, there's gonna be some really cool ideas. I don't know, the military tech is very fascinating and very interesting, so it will be really cool to have something like that for the battle pass. So the next thing we're going to cover is also the PvP Brawl set in space. Exactly, this is completely out of the world and I'm really looking forward to it. I'm really curious what kind of battles we're going to expect and how it's going to turn out and how it's going to work in general and how the physics going to be. People are probably going to say like, oh my god, why are we going to get now space battles and stuff? CrossOut should be just like a post-apocalyptic game and you'll be on the ground and stuff. I know what you guys mean, but it's also a vehicle combat game and devs can do whatever they want to. This game has a lot of scientific stuff going on, like sci-fi stuff. That's what I mean mostly. And if you think about Dance Children, they are like those lunar explorers. They have a lot of like science in it. They are like exploring the outer space. And you know, that's what Dance Children do. This would be like really cool for this kind of moment, and it could be also great to have like maybe a battle pass or just like in general like a mode for it. And I'm pretty sure I'm gonna be really excited for it, and I'm really looking forward to try out the Space Brawl. So yeah, this is gonna be a completely new thing. Okay, so third part is gonna be Battlewalkers in classic PvP Brawl. So yeah, a lot of people are quite annoyed by the idea, but there's also some things I need to clear up. So I don't know if you guys checked my video about patch notes and stuff, but they didn't mention that the changes are coming to the arcade mode. The changes only are coming to the classic PvP, also the nerfs and everything. So it's going to be there, not for the arcade mode. So I don't know why people are thinking that. I mean, I didn't try out the test server because I didn't have time. I wasn't home. So that's a bit of a bummer. But either way, the changes are going to be just for the classic mode, not arcade. So arcade stats and whatever there is, it's going to stay the same. But for classic, it's going to be tweaked. And other thing is that walkers are easy to basically destroy. Most of them are just using 2 legs. And if you're going to use 2 legs, that means also you just shoot those legs off and they're crippled. That's pretty much it. And no respawns. And walkers can tilt their builds, and you know, the explosives are at the back. It's like basically any other walker. Like if you're gonna use like ML200s or big ramp, yeah, I know they're a little bit different movement parts, they're a little lower and stuff, but the idea is still the same for a spooter or a walker or anything like that. Most builds have their vitals at the back or underneath, so shouldn't be that difficult to destroy them. So let's give them a try to see how in the brawl it's gonna turn out, and then give our feedback, and then we can say, well, like, do we like it or do we dislike it? So yeah, devs are waiting for the feedback, and they did mention that they are aware of this and it can be quite controversial thing, so it will be good if we'll just give some feedback and just let them know what we think about it. Okay, so we're also gonna get new brawls for armored aircrafts and also new survival elements for PvP. I don't know what it's gonna bring, but doesn't mean we're gonna get some new destructive by environment or hazards, or we're gonna get some like a PvE style PvP, like PvPvE. I don't know, hard to tell. So I'm curious about how it's going to turn out. And also the brawls for helicopters, that would be really nice. A little bit of refreshment, because I don't remember if the helicopters really had any brawl. We just had mostly just basically just PvP itself. I mean, the only times where helicopters were involved was in the winter and spring mayhem. That's pretty much only times when it was there. But other than that, yeah. So we're also going to get some nice little UI changes for the game and for the market and also for the exhibition. So these are going to be very simple ones. We can now check the parts and also the buy value for the parts in exhibition. If you check for a build, let's say I want to check a build with like quasars and Goliaths, and I'm just curious how much it's going to cost. If I really like the build, I can check them by right clicking. Same way if you check some of the items in the technology tree or in the market or in your inventory, so it's going to be pretty much the same. So you can now do that in exhibition, which is great. And they also add this nice little feature for exhibition that we can actually search builds by parts. Let's say I want to have a build that has, let's say I want to have it with Fukibari, but most of the builds have only 2 Fukibari, but I want to have a build with 3 Fukibari, so I can select I want 3 Fukibaris and I can have all the builds listed with those. That's going to be really good. A nice new filter system. That's great change. Took you bloody long, devs, but I still appreciate it that it's going to come to the game. Thank you. Now we're also going to get something very, very, very interesting. So, you know, it has been a little while since Nemesis was released, and we're going to get a new relic part. And I'm not sure if it's going to be a weapon, but possibly maybe a module. I have some idea that it might be a heavy generator, a relic type. If not, then it's going to be some sort of weapon. I don't know, maybe a new like relic artillery, or maybe a relic shotgun of some sort, or machine gun, or I don't know. There can be like more. I don't know. There's some like really cool items. Maybe a relic rocket launcher, like, or a drone or something. I don't know. God, no drones, but there's so many things. I don't know. We just have to see and wait what we're gonna get, and I'm really looking forward to it. There's also going to be some new relaunch for the Ravagers and other Brawls, which is going to be really cool. I'm pretty sure it's going to be one of those, you know, the chase modes, basically, where the Ravagers are chasing you in cars with spooters, and you have to go from point A to B, or you have to kill Lloyd, or I don't know. We gotta see what we're gonna get. I'm looking forward to it. I'm pretty sure it's going to be really cool. And also for the last, we're also going to get ourselves a new anti-cheat. I hope this is going to fix also the issues for Steam Tech players, because I love playing CrossOut on the go, and I did find a way basically to completely kind of work around to get the Steam Deck version of CrossOut working. So I had to basically just download the standalone launcher from the CrossOut website instead of using the Steam, because it will just crash and not launch. Once I was able to do that via browser, I was able to get the launcher. I did a few settings and it's done, so it's working now flawlessly. But yeah, these are the things for the CrossOut roadmap, and I hope you guys enjoyed this little video. If you did, make sure to leave a like, subscribe, and let me know what you guys think about the new changes. Anyways, I'll see you around. Peace.